Hello everybody and welcome to the Tuesday Toolbox meeting of adult children of alcoholics in Cobble Hill, Brooklyn. My name is Anne. I'm a Tuesday Toolbox member and an adult child. We're recording our speakers every week because we're hoping others will benefit from hearing these stories from our members. We'd love to hear your comments and questions. Our email address is tuesdaytoolboxaca@gmail.com. Also, please take a moment to rate our podcast on SoundCloud or iTunes. It will help others find the podcast. Adult Children of Alcoholics is a 12-step program of recovery for people who grew up in an alcoholic or otherwise dysfunctional home. If you'd like to find a meeting to attend, go to adultchildren.org and click on meetings. This week we're hearing a recording from back in February from Steve. He's got a great share on the role of patience and persistence in his recovery. Please enjoy.
For the time, may I have a 5 and a 1, please? Thank you. I'm Steve, adult child. I've been giving attention to people at work all day, so now I get some attention. Yes. What I found in what I like in the Red Book, the doctor's opinion. There's one in Alcoholics Anonymous, and there's also a separate one for ACA. And I want to read from the end of the doctor's opinion, and it's about patience and persistence. So the doctor is talking about kind of the advanced development of the program. But just to preface that, at the beginning, he talked about 3 stages, and I'm going to read about the 3rd stage. But the first stage was becoming just paraphrasing, but to get stabilized from our addictions and our difficulties, and to get calmed down is like the first stage. And then the second stage is like working the steps. And then, so I'll read from the 3rd stage. Patience and persistence. Stage 2 recovery is nearly always slow, long, and ponderous. Effective aids include attending ACA meetings, working the 12 steps, individual counseling, and stage 2 or trauma-focused group therapy long-term. In my clinical experience, psychiatric drugs do not eliminate the effects of childhood trauma and seldom result in more than superficial improvement or conclusive long-term benefits. Recovery takes patience and persistence. We are naturally impatient to reach the end without delay and skip the hard work of the program. An important part of successful recovery is learning to accurately name the components of our inner life as they come up for us, including our various feelings, and learning to tolerate emotional pain without trying to medicate it away. In the last paragraph, one of the most profound principles of healing is embodied in the phrase, "one day at a time." Although healing takes a long time, by using this admonition, our outlook can shift immediately, making the journey not only more tolerable but meaningful and anchoring us in the present moment. As we grieve our buried pain and work through our core recovery issues, with patience we will slowly release our past unresolved internal conflicts. We gradually discover that our future is a destination not yet determined. Our life is in the present, which is where we can eventually find peace. That's Dr. Charles Whitfield of Atlanta, Georgia, and he wrote that in 2006. So I got to speak here last year, and I talked about the tool I was really passionate about was therapy, therapeutic work with a therapist. And so I chose the doctor's opinion because of I feel like that therapy has allowed me the framework and the a lot of the release of the pain in some ways, or recognition that I'm able to more willing now to go into the pain or to experience it and not to run from it as much. So my major qualifying, I would say, like family trouble was my mother was so full of fear, and her marriage was rough with my dad, and he wasn't much help. So basically us kids saw them fight all the time and argue, and that hurts. Like you don't want to see people like that are, as a kid, you're just like, these people are so important and they're just acting despicably. So I don't know. But amongst that, our family learned to put on the mask. Everything was fine all the time. So, everything being great. Like, as a child, that worked okay. Could grab the toys and play sports. I loved to play sports. It was my first addiction. And but my second addiction was attention. And the reason is because my mother was numb. She didn't have feelings really, except anger and fear was it. So she just wouldn't pay attention to me. I had to do some discovery about this. It's kind of like how scientists look at what the dinosaurs did. You kind of got to go back in time. And I've seen my mother now with my nephews, and I've seen how my sister is a lot like my mother, how she treats her children. And so I got to realize with the help of this program, this is what happened. And, those formative years, the first 5 years, kids are so powerful. They come into the world and, they start asking for things and taking things. And, my mother was so scared, and I know my mother's so controlling. She'll go to work and she'll kiss everyone's ass. She'll be so nice to the neighbors, but anything she has control over, she'll just throw that fear and anger into me. And it's like she really filled me with fear, this and that. So I grow up, I'm afraid. So I have to pretend like I'm okay. I guess fast forward to adulthood, the child stuff didn't work. So I started to feel the feelings now. Before I would just play and it would cover the feelings. And so once I couldn't stop those feelings, I had some depressions I had to deal with because of life things, and then I couldn't stop the pain anymore, and that is the most traumatic thing I've ever gone through. And it was just like I was just going through my first depression at 19, and you would say, oh well, it's going to be okay, or something, just handle it. That's what most people, and to me it was as if a terrorist came into my house and started to live with me. And he would bully me, this depression, because I couldn't put my mask on anymore. And I couldn't numb the pain. And I think that's when my inner child started to get really angry, because I'm pretty sure from what I've learned in this program, I was dosing, covering the pain with attention, goofy relationships or whatever. And then I couldn't do it because I didn't have the energy anymore to be that false self. And that was the most traumatic thing, when I couldn't dose myself that well. And then it just became progressively just destructive, because life as I knew it was over. And it's really pathetic, because, not pathetic, but at the time it was pathetic. And now all I'm realizing it now is my inner child was starting to desire things and just get really upset, and there was no more dosing, there was no more numbing. So I found out that through this program, looking for things outside, like dosing, in this program, I've learned to come into my body now, which is big. It's like when things would go wrong in the past, I would run to a person or a thing or a substance, and now when I'm in pain, I run to myself, and it's so empowering, and it seems so simple. And when I first got in the program, I couldn't understand the true self because I was fake, and also I'm pretty sure I have this theory. I'm pretty sure everybody in the world, I mean, aside from some exceptional folks or some people in this beautiful program, pretty much everybody in the world is fake. And the people that can keep their pain under wraps and acquire the know-how, the knowledge is power, those people are in charge. And so what I'm learning is that this inner child stuff is like so powerful, because if I can learn to become real, which I'm still have so much to learn, it's like the step 11 says I was doing the steps. I finished the steps like a couple months ago, and it said step 11, prayer and meditation. It said through all the difficulties of life, you're starting to get conscious contact with your higher power. It says your higher power has been waiting for this moment, waiting for you to capture this moment so that you could be showered with this real life kind of thing, like this power of what life, the mystery, the power of the mystery of life. And so what I'm learning about my true self is he doesn't like bullshit. He's used to it. He's seen it, and he doesn't respect fake things, and he's not going to follow anymore. And he's really ashamed that he had to follow fake stuff for so long. And it's not 5 minutes yet, is it? Oh, okay, thanks. Let's see, one instance, I had a coworker, this is like how I used to like try to get attention from people or like get people to like me to feel good. Like about a couple years ago, this coworker and we would go out for drinks or whatever. So I wanted her to like me so bad. And it's like basically my mom, like how I wanted my mom to like me. It's so dysfunctional. Like, oh, you have to like me. And no matter whatever problem she had, it's like, it's all about me. I need you to like me. Like I'm using this person just to get attention. And so whatever, it just didn't work out. It didn't go anywhere. And then we reconnected recently, and then we went out again. And because of this program, it's like, I just said goodnight to her, like, yeah, good night, thanks. We went to this pub, and it was so loud, and like, she was like, this is so loud. And I was like, I don't care. Because I picked the pub. Like 2 years ago, I'd have been like, oh no, she doesn't like the pub. She doesn't like me. And I was just like, yeah, it was loud, and oh well. And, and it feels so good. And I would just say, good night, it was time to go. Good night, yeah, and I'm not going to think about her. I'm just going to like start thinking about me. And I just want to say, like, if it wasn't for this program, like I wouldn't have had a chance in the world to like get it together. And like, I had no idea what I was about. Like I had an idea what the world thought I was about, and they told me. And now like the best gift that this program gives me is like, I can put that past image of me away and I can start over, and it's a new adventure. But I had to learn self-care. I had to learn inner parent, talking gentle to myself, because very critical of myself. And so when things go bad, I go right to, Steve, I love you. We got this. We're okay. Before, I would just like get all scared and try to fix things or control people. And now it's like I forget about people. Like, who cares? I can worry about people later once I get stronger. Now it's all about Steve, and it's a process, like the doctor said. Other tools, yeah, I would just say, like, I was just so afraid of criticism. Like now I can share more with people and not worry about the feedback. It's like, okay, I'll take the feedback if I like it or not, whatever. But before, I like wouldn't ask for feedback. Now I can do that. Now I can give advice. Now, or give input. Now I can speak what I want to speak, and it's amazing. I don't know, and yeah, and also to know this stuff, like to know that in my mind that I believe that most people are fake. That gives me confidence. that wait a minute, okay, wait. So I had to deal with all this crap from my family, and I was saddled with a mother that was a monster. Okay, so none of these people in the world are ever gonna put me down, and they're never gonna stop me if I'm not gonna let them. And so, like, and the reason is because, you know, I am somebody now. I'm just as good as anybody else. And that goes for like all of us. And that's the thing. I used to think I had to do something to be good. No, you just have to be something. And like, that was a big deal, because if we are something, we don't know people's backstory, you know. And that's another thing. People would judge me so much. They didn't know what I went through. And it's like, okay. And the good thing is, now when they judge me, I learned from this program, I don't have to react to that judgment. I used to, like, I could feel them looking down on me or criticizing me, and I wanted to do something to them or make them feel my pain. Not too bad, in a little bit of way, you know, maybe throw a rock at their shoes or something, but like, yeah, like, but now it's like, if they make fun of me, it's like, you're weak because you're judging people, you're fake. And like, okay, that's gonna make me stronger. That's gonna wanna make me get better, because there's people like you out there that are coming at people and judging people. Good, bring it on. And then other people, like these bullies out there. Like, when I see a bully now, it's like, I don't have to react to you, okay? And when I see your weakness, when you're coming at me, it's like, it's good to see these people's weaknesses. But again, I don't want to be like them. I don't want to judge. I got to look at myself, and I got to look at my weaknesses, because I'm going to turn them into strengths. My biggest strengths now are my weaknesses, and I will learn from them, keep learning, and learning from all of you. I love to hear all the stories and of people's, ourselves, you know. In these false selves, I'm so grateful to my false self, because he protected that kid. He put him away, thanks. And he watched out for him, and he took the lead, and now we don't need him anymore. But, you know, we enjoyed the ride, and now it's time to retire. And but thank you all for being here and letting me share.